David, I just want to, open things up to you first. Thoughts on your first defeat, but it was certainly a valiant effort on your part.
David, un gran esfuerzo de tu parte, tus opiniones sobre la pelea y lo que fue tu primera derrota, pero un gran espectáculo para todos.
No te escuché al principio, Mate.
No, tu opinión sobre esta pelea, lo que fue un gran espectáculo, un gran esfuerzo de tu parte.
No, pues me siento súper contento con el trabajo realizado. No salió como teníamos pensado, se preparó bien. Como siempre se ha dicho, solamente un David se trae victorioso, en este momento fue él. Felicidades para él y para su equipo de trabajo. Y nada, simplemente seguir trabajando, seguir esforzándonos más y para obtener la victoria en un futuro cercano.
We prepared well. It didn't go like we wanted, like we expected, but we always knew that only one day it was going to prevail. The only thing that's left is to learn from it, move on, and be better next time.
All right, now I will open questions up, so please raise your hand in an orderly fashion and we'll try to get to you.
¿Sientes que la reacción fue tardía en el round número 11?
¿Cómo?
¿Sientes que la reacción tuya fue tardía y que se podía haber hecho algo mejor con ese tipo de pelea que diste a partir del round 11?
Pues
sí.
Do you feel like you woke up too late in the 11th round and you could have done more in the beginning, like earlier in the fight?
Sí, 100%. Me tardé un poco me tardé en reaccionar y creo que ese fue uno de los errores que cometí en este combate, pero nada, simplemente sucedió. Fue cuando básicamente no me sentí los últimos 3 rounds y bueno, pero bueno, demasiado tarde.
It was one of my mistakes where, maybe I got going a little too late. I was getting going in the last 3 rounds. Maybe I should have done that earlier, but it's something to learn from, and something that happened in that fight that was a factor. 1 second, David Raphael here.
David, I wondered when we were leading up to the fight, there was a lot of discussion about your relative lack of professional experience compared to David. I know you had a great amateur background, you had so many more pro fights. It seemed like that was a factor because he was able to slow it down, speed it up, and do sort of what he wanted at a lot of the times. I wonder if you felt like that the experience level was maybe a little bit much for you. I'd actually like to hear Ronnie's perspective on that also.
Bueno, primero vos, David, la pregunta es si el factor de la experiencia fue algo que inclinó la balanza a favor de Benavidez y también él quería la perspectiva de tu entrenador Ronnie Shields, pero primero vos, contanos qué sentís sobre esa perspectiva.
Sí, creo que fue uno de los factores que inclinó la balanza a su favor. No un 100% como muchos esperaban, ¿no? Pero sí fue como que un factor principal para él obtener la victoria.
It was definitely one of the main factors in this fight where it didn't tilt the balance 100%, but it definitely was something that played a role in the outcome of the fight.
Yeah, I would say so also, that did play a big role, in the fight, but, so proud of my guy, because although that was his 12th fight, boxing, you learn from fights, you learn from experience, and this is something that, we will take away from, and next time, we just keep moving on.
David, I wanted to ask you a couple of things. When it comes to a rematch, is that something that you'd like to wait maybe a couple of years for before you jump back into it? And then if you can also elaborate on the difference in body shots. It doesn't seem like you really paid a lot of attention to the body like he did.
Bueno, son 2 preguntas en una. La primera sería que si para una revancha te gustaría esperar un par de años más para poder madurar un poco dentro del ring. Y la segunda era de que si sentí que no buscaste el cuerpo tanto como lo debiste haber hecho, ya que él sentía que Benavidez buscó más tu cuerpo que vos al suyo.
Sí, no creo que tengo que esperar 3 años. O sea, 3 años es como que, digamos, mucho tiempo. Pero sí, creo que tenía que haber trabajado un poco más al cuerpo. También se me indicó varias veces en la esquina, pero se me hizo un poco difícil en varias ocasiones de dar al cuerpo. Estaba bastante pesado, más de lo normal. Pero sí, creo que necesita haber trabajado un poco más al cuerpo. ¿No? Y los golpes que trajo el cuerpo hacia mí no fue algo como que diga, wow, o sea, me lastimó tanto, ¿entiendes? So, obviamente sentía los golpes, sentía la presión de él, pero no fue algo así como que llevarlo a ese nivel extremo, como se dice por ahí.
Well, as far as the rematch question, I'm not gonna wait like 3 years. That will be a long time. And as far as whether he wasn't looking for the body enough, but maybe that was the case. Yes, where I felt that I should have looked for the body more, but in that sense, he was heavier than normal, and it wasn't like he was hitting me that hard either. Where like I wasn't feeling his punches a lot more than he was feeling mine. Next question over.
We already got someone.
Barry, saludos desde tu familia de Minnesota.
Dímelo, ¿qué es la que?
La pregunta es la siguiente, quería saber si tú estabas planeando usar técnicas de que Benavidez se cansara en los later rounds, en los rounds más altos, a ver si eso te funcionaba.
No.
The question was whether, Morrell thought about, okay, let's drag the fight out to the later rounds, maybe get Benavidez worn out, and then he could strike.
La verdad no fue el plan de trabajo. No fue el plan de trabajo, pero me di cuenta en el 18º round que era lo que una de las cosas que iba a funcionar, o sea, ponerle, que poner un poco de presión, dejar que se gastara un poco para al final poder, como ya vieron en varias ocasiones que lo puedo lastimar un poco. Y fue cuando me di cuenta que sí, que si lo que él quería hacer de llegar más voz profunda, pues prácticamente se lo hice a él, lo que desgraciadamente el plan no funcionó.
I had my plan. It unfortunately didn't work, but it was just the fact that I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do during the fight. So there was no big secret. It was just a matter of executing the game plan, and it didn't really go the way that I foresee happening.
Sé que un poco fuerte, pero no. En el momento que estuve ahí, no sentí que me lastimó con ningún tipo de golpe.
I really want to keep going. I really do want to keep going. I don't want to end it. He called me a thief. He called me a thief, man. And I'm not going to sit here and take it like that.
Are you a thief?
Huh? Hey, I wish I could trade checks with you guys. I wish I could trade checks with both of you.
Oh, David, bring him.
All right, he came up to me again.
I would never sign with you.
Let's
You
focus
understand
more on
that,
the fight.
You know, this is yours because it has to go back to you. But I want it, but you know.
We want to give a round of applause to the winner, David Benavidez, who has made his way, now sitting down, showing fantastic sportsmanship with Morrell. As these two, fighters undefeated at the time, and they proved why this is one of the best fights this year and why so many people were excited when this matchup was made, and they showed it in the ring here tonight. So congrats to both for taking this fight, and congrats to Benavidez for winning
Bro, I'm gonna
this
fucking tell
fight.
you, bro. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. You better come the fuck
Come
out.
on and do it, baby. Come on and do it. I'm not afraid of you.
I'm not afraid of you. You keep talking shit.
I'm not afraid of you.
All right, we're gonna wrap up.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
You lay a hand on me and never put another punch again. You lay a hand on me and never put another punch again.
Nos está amenazando que vamos a mandar, que va a mandar a toda la gente no sé qué. Nos está amenazando.
Let's get one picture of Morrell and Benavidez.
Muchas gracias.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, todo el
fight.
equipo, thank you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Okay, the fighters, face forward, just one quick pick, so the media can get, wait, David. David Benavidez, just stand up. Out this way, in the back, please.
down here, guys.
Give it up for David
Down
Morrell
there, down there.
and David Benavidez on a fantastic fight here
Thank you.
at T-Mobile Arena. This is what boxing's all about right here. Two young guys putting their records on the line.
We're talking a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, we sold the shit out the fight. You know, a lot of people went to see, a lot of people bought pay-per-view, and it was a great fight. You know what I mean? I think I showed what level I'm on. You know what I mean? I don't know what percentage I landed at, but I landed a lot. You know, against a great fighter. What'd you say? 41. It's pretty good. That's really good. And I don't think I got hit that much either. You know what I mean? So I think that just shows what level I'm on, fighting with great fighters like this. And I'm just excited to keep putting on great fights like this. You know, calling out the best fighters and fighting with them in big arenas like this. You know what I mean? This is what I'm made for.
All right, guys, please raise your hand, and we'll try to get you a mic.
David, congratulations on the victory. We talked a lot about beforehand. I asked this also of David Morrell when he was doing his press conference. The fact that you had so much more experience, a lot of people thought that would really be a big key, as excellent of a fighter as he is. I looked at the fight, I thought that's a big difference. I wanted to get your take on whether you felt like you could just basically kind of, I'd not say do whatever you wanted to do, but really control that fight from start to finish.
Yeah, it was, it did play a big role, but you know what I mean, he should have been calling me out. You know what I mean? I've been professional 11 years. You know, now my past 5 fights have been big fights. So now I kind of know, you know, that you can't, that you got to take it easy the first couple rounds. You know what I mean? And I know how to work a 12-round fight. I know how to work a great fighter. You know what I mean? And I'm just looking forward to keep being the best version of myself every single fight.
You also said before this fight that, which I found an unusual comment, you wanted to redeem yourself from the Bozic fight, even though you won, because you were injured and you wanted to show that you could be at your best. How would you assess that now that this fight's over with? Were you at your best?
Yeah, and because he knows, he didn't say nothing. He knows that my punching power is real. He knows every time I get in there with the fighter, that's exactly how they leave, just like that. You know what I mean? But I was mad because Bozic didn't leave like that. He didn't really seem as hurt as all these other fighters, but because my hands are injured. So now my hands are good, you know, now you see the power that David Benavidez is real.
How you doing, David? This is Najee from Cigar Talk. Congratulations on your victory tonight. You fought a bunch of elite opponents, you know, throughout your career, between, you know, Caleb Plant and Andre, and of course now Morrell. Can you talk about where he ranks just as far as difficulty, you know, between your past opponents?
He hits harder than everybody I faced. He's obviously because 175, so he's a good fighter, but I think just my experience alone, I've seen so much different styles. You know, I've seen Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andre, Bozic, Anthony Durrell. Who else? So I mean, I kind of like I'm just getting better and better. But this dude was good. He fucking brought it until the 12th round. You know what I mean? So he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. But you know what I mean? I think, like I said, I just showed what level I'm on.
Yeah, for sure. And lastly, Eddie Reynoso was sitting ringside. Do you feel like this victory would bring you closer to Canelo fight, or maybe not?
I don't know, bro. You guys keep asking me about that fight, and I know as much as you guys. You know, I mean, I would love to fight Canelo. It'd be a massive, massive fight. But Canelo says that he has other things, and he says I'm being too mean in the way I'm approaching him. So
You don't want to face monsters.
you know, I mean, I guess I got to work on my attitude. I was talking shit. So I don't think you guys heard me, but I told him like in the 3rd round, like you hit like a bitch. It was just pretty funny. I thought the crowd was gonna hear me, but nobody heard me. But yeah, I mean, I just I don't know, man. I'm just my game plan. I think I'm just a different fighter. I mean, I feel like I could attack every corner of the body, the head, the body. I know you guys seen that uppercut. Did you see how I set it up? I punched his left hand out the way and then fucking put that uppercut in there. That shit was pretty sweet.
I also want to add, you know, I see those the locking shots from the top. I really love those shots.
I'm sorry, what did you say in the corner? You looked at the camera on TV, you said something, but we couldn't hear the audio, obviously.
I said, this is Monster's world. I said, we're in Monster's world right now. Yeah, but it was like I said, bro, I'm just having fun in these fights. Like, this is really my passion, you know what I mean? And I think you guys, I've evolved not only as a fighter, but like, you know, I've been able to speak better throughout the years. And, you know, I'm just having fun with this. And I'm just really becoming my own character, you know, and I feel like, you know, I'm going to be the face of boxing soon, and I feel like I could really, you know, take over the sport, and especially with performances like this. I mean, to give the people what they wanted to see. I didn't run from nobody. we were freaking going toe to toe, you know, the whole fight, and yeah, man, that's what people want to see.
Congratulations, David. This is Cynthia Conte from Best Women's Boxing Show, period. At what point in the fight did you figure out his game plan? Because he didn't think you were going to stand toe-to-toe. I didn't think he was going to stand toe-to-toe with you, but he did. So at what point did you figure that out?
Well, I mean, I feel like people, when they fight me, they don't think I'm as good as I am. They don't think I have defense. They don't think I can box. They don't think I have a jab. So they kind of mess themselves up like that. But as soon as I started touching that body, I touched the left hook to the body, and I heard him go, ooh. So as soon as that opened up, I knew everything else was going to open up. And just the thing was me just keeping my concentration for the whole fight, because I mean, he was throwing some good shots, you know what I mean? So I was able to showcase my defense as well. So, I mean, how much I won every round, right? Or how much rounds did I win? Yeah, so it was landslide, you know what I mean? So you can have a landslide against good fighters like that. I mean, it's pretty good on my end, you know what I mean? So I'm really happy with the performance.
Hey David. You exchanged words with Louis DeCubas earlier in the week and obviously on stage just now. Can you explain what the threats were that you made?
I don't want to speak about none of that. Louis DeCubas is mad because I told him exactly what was going to happen, you know what I mean? I don't need to speak about his business. He knows what he does. Everybody else who's worked with him knows what he does, so there's nothing left to say.
Thanks.
David, Ellie Sekback reporting. First of all, congratulations on a tremendous win. Are you on the pound for pound list? And what was the first thing you told Morrell and Morrell told you seconds after the fight?
I think this puts me in the pound for pound list, probably number 9, 10. I mean, I'm 6. I mean, I feel like when you're in the pound for pound list that you're multiple champion. I mean, I guess I am multiple champion. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy I finally cracked that list. That's been something I've been trying to, you know, get on for a long, long time, and that just shows a progression of of my evolution of me being a fighter. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to hopefully one day be number 1. I told David Morrell that he earned my respect after the fight. You know, at the end of the day, we talk a lot of shit and do this and that, and it's not fake. You know, I did want to knock him out. I did want to break his face, but after you go 12 rounds hitting somebody for so long, the anger kind of goes away when the fight is done.